Hello everyone and welcome back. This is Doc Ed Padama and this time we are going to discuss an updated version on how to write the research cover page. So again, before we start, please go to my YouTube channel and click that subscribe button and that notification bell to alert you when a new video has been uploaded. And if you have already subscribed to our YouTube channel, then please click the like or thumbs up button for this particular video. So again, we will be discussing an updated version on how to write your research cover page, which is the first page of your research or your study. So the parts of the research cover page are as follows. We are also going to see a sample cover page, and the parts of that cover page will also be discussed, and the variables that you need to change on that particular part of your research paper. So going back, parts of the research cover page are as follows. So you have number one, you have the research title and what should be included in the research title, or how you should write the research title. Let's go to the different parts first before we discuss each part. So the second part is what we call the presentation and intent. The second part again is called the presentation and intent. The third part contains the author and the date. So again, we are going to comprehensively discuss what specific date and how you should write this information in your cover page. So going back to the first part, which is the research title, you should write, the research title should be written in all capitalized letters. So make sure that your research title follows the following mechanics for writing your research cover page. So again, the first one, the title should be written in all caps, all capitalized letter. The second is that it should be written in bold form. I am going to show you the first part of our sample cover page later on and try to see if all of these were implemented on that particular sample. The third is that the research title should be formed in the shape of an inverted pyramid. The research title should be formed in an inverted pyramid. So you have to decide where to cut the line for your research title so it would form an inverted pyramid. Okay? So that's our objective later on, and this is only for the research title. And then the last is that this part of your research, the research title, should be centered in your page and double space. Okay, so I think this is consistent in all parts. That's 1, 2, and then the third part. Okay, again, earlier, I mentioned that after presenting the mechanics for the first part of the cover page, we are going to look at the sample and try to see how this will be implemented in the cover page. Okay, so again, I have presented a sample cover page with a hypothetical research title. So the research title is Gamification as a Strategy in Teaching Mathematics in an Online Learning Environment. So going back to the requirements, to the mechanics for writing the research title, it should be in all caps, bold, inverted pyramid, double spaced, centered. Okay, let's see. So it's in all capitalized letters, it is in bold form, it is in inverted pyramid form, and it is centered. Okay, so this has already fulfilled the requirements for the first part of your cover page. So it's as easy as that. The second part is composed of these two. This is what we call the presentation and the intent. The presentation and the intent. So how do we write this? So if you're going to look and compare it with the research title, it does not follow the same format. So again, I have written and enumerated and listed the mechanics for these parts of your cover page. All you need to do is just follow. So presentation and intent. Presentation and intent. Number one, this should contain the department of the school where you will be submitting your paper. So it may be the English department, Filipino department, social sciences department, psychology department, if you are already in the College of Arts and Sciences, computer science department, and so on and so forth. So that is what we mean by the department should be reflected in that particular or in this particular part of the cover page. The second is that it should contain the name of the school. Okay? The third is that it should contain the name of the subject or program or course. So there are institutions that wherein they do not use the term subject anymore. Instead, they use program, referring to the subject or course. If they are referring to a particular requirement that requires the student to defend their thesis in order to graduate from that course, then they use the title of the course. Okay? Another reminder for this particular part of your research is that it should not be in bold form as compared to the title, which is in bold form. This one should not be in bold form, both the presentation and the intent. And then the last one, it should be centered in the page and again double space. So let's again look at the sample for the intent and presentation. So this is the presentation part and this is the intent. Again, both of them are centered in the page. And the first one, we mentioned earlier that it should contain the department. In this case, it's the College of Arts and Sciences. So in your case, if you're going to use this format, just replace the name of the title where you will be submitting your paper, your research, your thesis, or your dissertation. And then the last part is the name of the school. And then here, you just follow the words or terms used, a research presented to, and then you just change the department and the name of the school. On the next part, in partial fulfillment, you can use that as is. Of the requirements for this is the part where you need to change. For the program, subject, or course. Okay? So if you are going to use course, for the course, computer science, so change this one to course. And then change this one. So instead of a subject, practical research, place the name of the course on this particular part of your cover page. So again, I hope you do not forget to replace these variables, these information in your cover page, and try to align them with the respective department and school where you will be submitting your research paper. So again, this is the presentation and the intent part of the cover page. The last part, last but not the least, definitely not the least, because you still need to follow the given mechanics for the last part of the cover page, which is entitled author and date. The author and date starts with the word by. Okay? So use this term by and then the name of the author in this specific form. The first name, the middle initial, and the last name. After that, the name of the author should be in bold form. Only the name of the author. Oh, of course, the full name of the author, the first name, the middle initial, and the last name should be in bold form. Aside from that, the other part of this part of your cover page should not be in bold form. Only the name of the author. Again, next, repeat, center page, double space. The last one, date should refer, the date at the last line of the cover page refers to the month and year. Only the month and year referring to the defense schedule or the submission of the final manuscript or the last month, which is usually the schedule of the submission, the last month of the term, school term, okay, or school semester or school trimester, whatever form of school year you are using in your respective schools. So again, let's try to see if these were implemented in our sample cover page. So the last part, again, use by and then colon. And then after that, first name, middle initial, and then surname. If you are writing a research wherein there are more than one research writer, then by all means, you still follow the same format. But this one, the list of names should be in single space instead of double space. And then you have to arrange the names alphabetically or in alphabetical order using or referring to the surname. So if I have a co-writer which has a surname of Alcantara, Ace Alcantara. So Ace Alcantara will go first. Ace Alcantara. And then the next one will be my name. So again, alphabetically arranged, referring to the surname. And then the last one is the month and year, separated by a comma. The month and the year when you will be submitting the manuscript or when you will be having your defense. Again, these are hypothetical information, so never mind 2027. I hope by this year somebody is still watching this particular video and using it in their respective research paper. So if you're going to look, we are not yet done, because in our list of mechanics there is this last part. Note, spacing between the parts of the cover page should all be equally distributed. Spacing between all of the parts of the cover page should be equally distributed. What do we mean by that? If we're going to look here, these spaces should all be equally distributed. Again, these spaces should all equally be distributed. So in this case, I use 3 spaces. 3, 3, and 3 spaces for this one. If you're going to look, make sure that the title is almost flush at the top. Almost flush at the top. And so is the last part of the cover page. Okay? And then make sure, again, the last reminder for the mechanics is that make sure that all of these spaces are equally distributed. So this will depend on the computer that you are using. This will not be standard. It may be 3 to 4 spaces depending on the type of research title that you will be using for your paper. So again, thank you very much everyone for listening in this particular video on how to write your research cover page. On this particular part of our video, I would like again to invite you to please help my YouTube channel by clicking that subscribe button and that notification bell to alert you when a new video has been uploaded. Make sure you subscribe and you click that notification bell so that you will be updated with every video that will be uploaded in my YouTube channel. There are recommended videos that will flash on your screen that will definitely help you in the other parts of your research writing. So check them out. Thank you very much everyone. Stay safe, God bless, and see you on our next video. Goodbye.